And it's Monday Motivation. We are talking today about personal development hacks for young people. And with us to have this conversation today is Itunuoluwa Omotayo. Now, she's a human resource and educational consultant, as well as a transformational coach that equips the next generation with cutting-edge wisdom and practicable tools. It is great to have you. You are welcome, Itunu.
Thank you. So good to be back.
Wow. So, for younger people, personal development hacks, right? Young people can be distracted. In fact, I think that is the major vice at the age. But when you're talking about young people now, what age are we looking at? Let's make that
So
clear.
young people is relative. If you feel young, then
I'm young. I'm young. So
are you really young?
I am. But hey, come on. So we're looking at people.
Teenagers, young adults.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So I know that we've sort of clustered the adult age. We've sort of clustered teenagers, for instance, with the young adult age. But in recent times, it's been good enough that, we're creating the segregation to really pay attention to them. So yeah, I say teenagers because they are like the major people that I work with, young adult, and for any other person that feels
young. All right, good. Let's get straight into it. So what are these hacks that these younger people can use?
Okay, so first let's speak to what personal development is quickly, right? So it's any activity that you engage in to deliberately improve yourself, to deliberately improve your value as a person. And when I say as a person, I mean generally in every area of your life. Right, and it's very important. Personal development is very important for everyone who is truly, considering success, who is really serious about achieving success, because it's the vehicle that gets you from who you are at the moment to who you want to become or where you want to get to. Now, what are some of these personal development hacks? And I mean, I'll just list them and speak through them.
Okay.
The first thing is that you want to be clear about what your personal development goals are.
Okay.
So it could be that you want to improve in your public speaking skill, or you want to develop a better mindset. Whatever it is that, contributes towards your success or where you want to become. Could be a personal development element that you want to set, or, a goal that you want to achieve. So be clear about what your personal development goals are,
Be
right?
clear about your
Be clear
goals.
about it. The second thing is you want to engage a coach. So coaches are people that are both trained and skilled to help you get the results that you want in a certain area of your life. And usually, coaches have a track record of people that they've helped in that particular area and helped to get results. So if you stick to the principles and the tools, the practicable tools and roadmaps that your coaches help you with, you would get the result that you want to get. So that's another hack.
One thing, though, a number of people when talking about coaches or mentors, as the case will be, would say look for somebody in the direction or in the line of where you want to go, because that person will probably have gone, and gone past those things. So it's how relatable can it be? Can you just walk up to a, in quotes, life coach, somebody who has a general knowledge, is experienced about everything, or would you say that let's streamline this, let's be a bit more defined when it comes to the choice of a coach?
I mean, so one of the things that is also very important in this journey is to know what works for you.
Okay.
So there are some brilliant life coaches, right, that are experienced in all of these areas. Sometimes you might feel, okay, I want somebody who is really specialized in this area.
Specialized knowledge.
Right, and I really want to sit with that person so that we can sort of zoom in. And we're not just looking at a general concept. So it is what works for you eventually. Okay. They are brilliant life coaches, and they're also, people that are specialized in different areas. And one thing that I said is people that have helped others to achieve results, the same results. Yes, that you want to achieve. So you look out for that. Right. That is one. Another thing is you want to get an accountability partner. If you're merely interested in achieving success and, just a by the way thing, fine, you can do it alone. But if you're really interested in hitting that goal, right, and doing it with maximum focus, you want to surround yourself with people that are as serious about their success as you are with yours, and who can also hold you accountable.
I like this because just yesterday I had a conversation with a friend, and we're talking about this, how one or two people in our company, we had to let go of them. Why? Because you were not getting that energy to push everybody together. How important people tell you that, okay, I've been with this person for a long while. There is that sentimental attachment to people who are not necessarily aligned with your ideals. When that sentiment comes in, how can people deal with that?
I mean, how do you want to deal with it? Because one of the things that drives any course or drive any, vision or anything is aligned values and people that have similar visions and all that. So if you have somebody like that on your team, you either want to get them aligned, train them in that line or something. Or, I mean, you can't work together if you do not agree. Basically, remember that scripture, right? So, yes, so that is also one important act, right? So get an accountability partner. Get someone that can drive you towards the success that you're willing to achieve. The next thing, which this one I like it very much, read like your success depends on it. Because for the most part, it does. There was a time I had a very, I don't know the adjective I want to use for it, but a very disturbing proverb that if you want to hide an information from an African, keep it, you remember that?
Of course, put it in a book.
In a book, and it's just very absurd. Because come to think of it, in recent times, you've seen many black scholars, business, experts and all that, success-driven Africans that are doing great stuff in their different fields of endeavors. So that is not true. So if you're really, and there are many of them that have also attributed a great part of their success to voracious reading. So if you're really interested in personal development and you want to up your personal development game, you want to be an ardent reader. For me, for instance, I've had to recently join a book club. Because, so I consider myself more of the physical book kind of person. So if I'm going to really stick to my e-book reading and all that, I need some form of accountability, again, referring to accountability. And this group sort of gives that. So know what works for you, right? We've said that, but also read. Be a voracious reader. You want to get all the tools and all the wisdom that these people that have gone ahead of you, that they've put in that book, right?
This is wonderful. I wish we could go on. We'll have a part 2 of this. If we're not done, we will still have you next week, please, but we have to move now. Thank you so much. This was quite an enlightening session.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, that's it. Now, from there, we have to head over. Mazino, of course, cannot wait to get started in there. For the past 5 minutes, he has been like, Mike, round up. I want to cook a storm. Oga.